All right, everybody. Good morning.
Whoa,
Good morning. It is Saturday, September the 7th, 2024. It's 9:21 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we are cooking a pot of sauerkraut. And it's going to be an unusual breakfast because I'm going to have sauerkraut and hot dogs for breakfast. That's right. I know that sounds kind of like an odd.
She shouldn't have the hot dogs, but she's got to have some sauerkraut. Because she needs the K2 vitamins for her arteries. Her blood test says that she has high cholesterol. So, and how do you treat high cholesterol? Which means that you have cholesterol, you have plaque buildup in your arteries.
Well, the hot dogs can't be good for that.
No, you beat it. You clean your arteries with K2 vitamins. And where do you find K2 vitamins more than any other place on the planet? Sauerkraut. To get Richie to eat sauerkraut is make her sauerkraut and hot dogs. Somebody's got to take care of the woman.
Oh, my husband, he's the best. Stephen is the best. We've been listening to Dr. Eric Berg. Are any of you all familiar with Eric Berg? If you're familiar with Eric Berg, please let us know in the comments. We really like the teachings of Eric Berg, and we feel like that he's right on target. And we've learned a lot from him. And so...
Mike doesn't like him, but Mike doesn't like him.
Oh, well, we have a follower who does not agree with Eric Berg, but... that's beside the point, I guess. But we like Eric Berg.
Yeah, I went from 245 pounds with kidney disease to 160 pounds. Now I weigh 175, but 160 pounds and have no kidney disease.
So Stephen and I have both put some weight back on since May. This is September the 7th.
But we'll be taking it back off before Thanksgiving.
And Stephen's been home off the road since Memorial Day weekend at the end of May.
So here's a simple fact that some of you ought to get used to. Do you know the difference between democracy and...
Republic.
Yeah, republic. I'm sorry. My brain went blank. Do you know the difference? The difference is a democracy is where the people choose a ruler and the ruler will rule over the people. A republic is where the people choose a ruler, but that ruler has a constitution and the people have the individual power.
Yes, so Stephen's been educating me on, I woke up this morning and he said, do you know the difference between a republic and a democracy? So we've been talking at great length about that this morning, especially since we have the election it is now less than 2 months away. Can you all believe it? Our presidential election is now less than 2 months away. So we've been talking about civics this morning.
Remember the difference between democracy and republic. So if you vote for Democrats, you're voting for a ruler to rule over you. If you vote Republican, you're voting for a ruler to rule, to abide by the Constitution, giving the people, individual people, the power. So if democracy gives the ruler the power, republic gives the people the power.
Absolute. I mean, we don't want a ruler to have absolute power.
That's right. You don't. If you do, you can go to England where they have kings.
Kings and queens. That's absolute power. So a monarchy.
That's right. They don't care what the people think. They make the rules within the house.
So my husband educates me on civical matters, the civics and politics, and then he's making sure I get vitamin K. Is that right? Vitamin
K.
Vitamin K.
She's got to clean her arteries up because she has a high cholesterol in her blood count. So.
But everything else on my blood work came back nicely.
Meaning her arteries are getting clogged up. So. And that runs in her family.
It does run in the family.
Her dad died with artery problems.
Right. So, so you and I have both in 3 months. You and I have both put some weight back on. It's creeped back on in 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, not really creeped on, but it came on.
I've been getting out of diet because I haven't been focusing on my diet. I've been focusing on how to get money back in the bank. So you can't really focus on your diet when you can't even eat.
It's so stressful. Right. Well, I know that I'm just going to confess because I know my numbers, and in 3.5 months I've put 17 pounds back on. So there, I said it. Confession is good for the soul. I said it. I've put 17 pounds back on since Memorial Day weekend, and we're just coming off Labor Day weekend, and I'm on a downward spiral. I had lost 60 pounds. I had lost 60.
Well, so yeah, with the sale of we haven't sold it yet, but when the money hits the bank from the mulcher track loader, when that hits the bank, we are going to focus on getting our diets back on track.
Yes, we
getting away from carbs and sugar.
So we have
and intermediately fasting, and that's going 16 hours a day between meals. And so
does it have to be 16?
Yep. So you don't eat past 9 o'clock until the next day at 12 o'clock. So
that's true. Intermittent fasting is 16 hours.
Yeah, and you should choose at least 1 week a month to take a full 24-hour fasting day.
Oh, wow.
So that helps during fasting. Your body gets into recuperating itself. And at no other time will your body ever recuperate and regenerate and better than it will while you're fasting. So if you want your body to be fighting off all kinds of whatever it might be in it, you need to fast.
Oh, boy. That's going to be some retraining. I have to get back into that.
Yeah, well, don't look at it like a negative thing. Look at it as a positive thing that you're doing yourself a lot of good by doing these things.
Well, that's right. I am kind of ashamed that I had lost 60 pounds, 60,
but here's the
and
thing.
put 17 back
There's
on.
no need to be ashamed of something when you learn. And what you learn is how to get right. Now you've learned how to not be right. So even in the middle of getting right, you can venture off down the wrong path.
Well, it's so hard to take off and so easy to put on.
All it takes is something that looks ooey gooey and yummy.
And we've been eating a lot of that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've been eating a lot of that.
Temptation, you just turn that on.
Oh.
Temptation is just what it is, temptation.
Well, my flowers are still looking beautiful. Stephen is so good about bringing me flowers. And I
look croaking to me.
Well, okay. I mean, I have been changing the water on them. I've been changing the water, but
you kind of look ill to me. They didn't look that way when I brought them home.
Well, no, but you brought them home 10 days ago.
Half of them away.
I gave one of my sunflower. Oh yeah, that one is kind of dying. I gave one sunflower away to our next door neighbor for her 94th birthday. Our neighbor turned 94, and I bought her a fresh bouquet of flowers, and I gave her one of the sunflowers. But yeah, they are kind of wilting. But Stephen does such a wonderful job of being romantic and bringing me flowers, and he keeps bringing me the fresh stuff. I mean, this is over 10 days old. So anyhow, thank you, Stephen, for my wonderful gift of flowers and for helping me to maintain my health and working with me on eating healthy and living healthy. So thank you for that, Stephen.
Well, okie
I love my husband.
I bet you do.
Very much so. We've been married 21 years. And I wouldn't want to spend 21 years with anybody else.
Oh, well, all the joy belongs to me.
Yeah. I love my hubby. Thank you for keeping me healthy.